The Secret of the Old Prague Alley. It was a cold November night, and the fog crept along the cobblestones of the Old Prague Alley. The street lamps cast a faint, blurred light that reflected off the wet stone, creating the illusion of an endless tunnel from the depths of the street. Each step taken by Jan, a young archivist, echoed in the silence, a sound that seemed too loud to him. Jan loved these old alleys. Every corner held a story. Every window and door told 1,000 tales that no one had heard. This time, his attention was drawn to a small antique shop that looked as if time itself had opened it. A faded sign hung above the door, reading, "Books and Secrets. Enter if you dare." The scent of old books and ink emanating from it instantly captivated Jan. The shelves were filled with books from floor to ceiling, interspersed with diaries and notebooks whose bindings looked as if they remembered centuries past. In the middle of one shelf, a small leather-bound diary caught his eye. The inscription carved into its spine read, "Prague Secret 1872." The diary was light, but it radiated a sense of importance. Jan sat down at a small table by the window and began to leaf through it. The pages were written in meticulous handwriting. Every letter was like a whisper from the past. The diary belonged to a man named Carol, who had lived on that very alley more than 100 years ago. He described his work as a clockmaker, family worries, and most importantly, a secret room hidden in one of the houses. "My house," Carol wrote, "hides a place where no one must enter. Whoever finds it will know Prague, as even its oldest inhabitants do not. But beware, the past you uncover is not always kind." John felt his heart quicken. The secret was irresistible. After returning home, he could not sleep. Thoughts of the old alley and the mysterious room haunted him during the day. So he decided he would return the following evening to find out what Carl was hiding. When he arrived back, the street was quiet, shrouded in a misty twilight. Only the lamps and the reflections of light off the wet stone showed him the way. He felt as if he had stepped into another world, into a Prague that existed only in the shadows and the whispers of the past. The house, whose description matched the diary, looked deserted. The door creaked as he opened it, and inside he could smell old wood and dampness. Every step echoed the past in the empty space. Jan descended into the cellar, and there found a wall with the engraved symbol Carol had described. A small metal handle yielded to his touch, revealing the secret room. Inside were several chests covered in dust and mystery. Jan opened one and found old clocks, diaries, and documents that unveiled Carol's family secret. His ancestors were part of a secret society that protected the old traditions, monuments, and hidden treasures of Prague. But it wasn't just about historical artifacts. The diary revealed that Karl had a neighbor with his own plans, a man who wanted to exploit the secret for personal gain. Jan sensed a hint of danger. He wasn't the only one who might want to know what was hidden. The tension mounted. Jan moved through the room, studying every document and every map that Karl had recorded. The maps showed forgotten corridors, old houses, and cellars that had been lost to time since the 19th century. Every artifact had a story that Jan slowly pieced together. After hours spent in the cellar, he realized that the secret wasn't just about treasure. It was about the people who lived and worked in the streets of Prague, about their dreams, fears, and courage. The diary taught him to respect the past, to respect the stories that had survived the ages. As the fog slowly began to dissipate and the lamps illuminated the cobblestones, Jan decided to return the diary and documents to the antique shop. He kept the treasure only in his mind, a memory of the night he touched the past and felt its pulsating life. And so he returned home with the feeling that some secret should remain untouched. Yet they teach us to understand the past and remind us that history is not dead. It lives among us, in the alleys, in the shadows, and in the old books waiting for someone to open them. John knew that one day he would return, not for the treasure, but for the stories that awaited new listeners. And as he closed his eyes, he heard the whisper of Prague, silent, old, and eternal.